years removed from winning a national championship, Gene Chizik is out as Auburn head coach. Usually what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Not in this case. Gus Malzahn isn't concerned with bringing on big names. He wants guys who can coach big plays. And lastly, he says, when you're ready, you're ready. Familiarity breeds contempt. It's your personal opinion if Florida and LSU is a rivalry. For Florida, it doesn't have the Grizzly Georgia appeal or that Seminole spite, but Gators know the Bayou Bengals can bite. Good to see you. Mac Williams recently coached the Ashford Academy boys basketball team to a state championship. On the football field, Williams led the Falcons to the state semifinals. In both sports, he could always turn to standout athlete Colby Turvin. The writing was on the wall pretty early with how talented Alabama's incoming recruiting class would be. But when the writing hit the paper, that's when the talent of this group became official. Apple turnovers, quite delicious. Warm and fluffy if baked just right. Auburn turnovers, on the other hand, frustrating. For opposing batters this season, going up against Beachy is like having sand in undesirable locations. Uncomfortable. A trap game, by definition, is a game where a team looks past their current opponent and ahead to their next game. Exhibit A is Troy's trip to Boca this past weekend. The Auburn football team has spent the past 2 months looking for one thing: a win. We begin this evening with high school football. The Brantley Bulldogs cruised in the playoffs. Their only scare came against Linden in the third round. The Bulldogs playing Marion County. Seems fitting. To be the champ, you gotta beat the champ. Number 2 Alabama will play number 3 Georgia in the pseudo-national semifinal game. The winner will meet Notre Dame for all the marbles. Yeah, and you know, Kim, signing day is a lot like having options for prom. You choose a date, only instead of one night, it's 4 years. Yeah. Monday, we reported Alabama assistant coach Jeremy Pruitt accepted the defensive coordinator position at Florida State. Today, Pruitt is officially a Seminole. Aggies quarterback Johnny Manziel is nicknamed Johnny Football for his stellar performance this season. After Saturday's LSU game, while it'd be fitting, AJ Football just doesn't have the same ring to it. It's the most prestigious individual award in all of sports, the Heisman Trophy. Look no further than the names of past recipients: Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, Archie Griffin. Tonight, a new name etched in college football history. What could be worse than your girlfriend breaking up with you on your birthday? Well, for Florida State, it's playing Virginia Tech on a Thursday night in Blacksburg. The Hokies have won 19 of their last 25 Thursday night games. E.J. Manuel and the Seminoles hoping to avoid heartbreak. Good to see you. Despite his winning record as a coach, it seemed more likely any team with a coaching vacancy would hire Boomhauer before Bobby Petrino. Not the case. The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers named Petrino their new head coach. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's game night, and while Monopoly or Scrabble sounds fun, we're talking college football for the next 15 minutes. Special teams now. Maybe Georgia can catch a break. Ace Sanders muffs the punt. Could it be? Nope. Scoops it and then says, let's dance. Jukes right, jukes left. The man's a jukebox. Cue the music to the house for 69 yards. Touchdown. And I don't know if you've seen these shirts, but there's a shirt out that says, keep calm and carry on. And there's a ton of spin-off phrases, but for Providence Christian girls basketball and head coach Cindy Palm, the phrase is stay palm and carry on. Anthony Grant returned to VCU today for a game against the 6-3 Rams. Alabama beat VCU last year by 8 in Tuscaloosa. Today in Richmond, VCU entered as a 7-point favorite. The new Trojan Arena is worth $40 million. Well, tonight the Trojans played like $40 million against their first ever SEC opponent. When Vinny Sunseri was asked if he'd be watching college football tonight, he said, quote, "Of course. I'm the biggest Baylor fan. I'm the biggest everybody fan," end quote. I talked to BJ afterwards and I said, do you ever play out on the golf course and see somebody's outfit? They look really good, but their game of golf just isn't matching how they look. And he said, yeah, sounds like my dad. It really did. And you can't say enough about Todd Gurley and the Georgia running game, but the key for victory, Alabama's running game. First Daleville possession, Robert McGirt for 3. Have some. Then check this out. Warhawks force a turnover. TJ Lorick, the steal off the backboard to Aaron Cope. Sharing is caring. Up 15 in the second when Bishop Sankey for the Huskies. Mush, mush, mush. Into the end zone for the score. And then Gurley again. His last name might be Gurley, but he's running like a man here. Quarterback Andy Murray threw for 3 touchdowns too as Georgia cruises to a 45-23 win. Notre Dame goes up 13-0, and then check this out. A fan actually runs onto the field and gets busy with a little dance, perhaps a form of an Irish jig. Thankfully, he wasn't a streaker. In the first, you know what we call this? Jumanji, because Ladarius Perkins is running like an animal. 31 yards for the touchdown. 10 minutes to go in the first. Ball movement leads to Christmas come early. Raheem Christmas with the stocking stuffer only had 4 points on the day. First Daleville possession, Robert McGirt for 3. Have some. Then check this out. Warhawks force a turnover. TJ Lorick, the steal off the backboard to Aaron Cope. Sharing is caring. Running saved this man's life. Finish this sentence. The day Winston Howell stops running is the day...
Probably die. I love it. That's all I've done all my life, except, work.
Born in Hartford, Alabama, Winston Howell fell in love with long-distance running at Geneva County High School. His former high school coach says he was the ideal distance runner.
Winston is unique. Winston is very one of a kind. He didn't have all that amount of speed, but he had a tremendous desire to compete.
But in a part of the country where racing is synonymous with NASCAR and football dominates conversation, Howell found himself in a race against addiction.
Well, I got hit in them bars, got into drugs and marijuana and all this stuff, and I almost got killed one night at Barron-Dothan. Boy had a knife around my throat, and I quit all that stuff in '74, started back running.
In 1974, he outran his vices for good, keeping a diary of his times and distances.
I ran 55 races that year.
To date, Winston Howell has run in 1,377 races. In 1987, he ran the New York Marathon.
It was crowded. I finished 7,561 out of 22,000 from all over the world. And it's a great feeling to go across that finish line.
That same year, he also ran the Boston Marathon, but he didn't run Boston just once.
I ran it 3 times, 76, 78, and 87.
Now 70, the Marathon Mac Daddy has run 12 total and more than 83,000 miles.
Slowed down a lot. I can't run like I used to. Them days is over. Of course, everybody slowed down the older you get.
What hasn't slowed is his passion for running. From his 10K road race entering its 35th year to raising more than $50,000 for various charities, Winston Howell is a man who's outrun drugs, alcohol, and competitors alike.